Colleen May Daniel Smoot Baxter, Part 2. Colleen and Leland set a great example for our family. They married in the temple. They lived actively in the church. He was he became a doctor of engineering, mechanical engineering, and he was a great one. And they lived in several places, Indiana, California, finally in Salt Lake, and we connected with them quite often. But when my mother passed away on my mission, just at the end of my mission, she asked me to come home for fear she would die before I got to see her. She got to see me. And that's when I really got involved in my life with Colleen. Her husband had me help him build his home the summer of 1954, the summer after I graduated from high school. And Colleen fed me, put me up, while I worked for Leland building a new home in Edgemont, which ended up being a block away from my future wife, Ann Austin Smoot. Anyway, Colleen had a tremendous influence on me. She counseled me, guided me. One thing I remembered is that when I got turned down for going on a mission, the exception of being called before 20, which was the rule on that day, Cleone Skousen gave me ideas on how to be a better student. And I remember one of the things that Colleen helped me with, she typed up some of my papers. She would sit down and drill me for a test, getting me ready, help me learn remember what I needed to remember for this test. And with her help, I had essentially straight A grades from then on. She played a big part in that, and supported and sustained me, and helped me to get ready for a mission. In fact, she was involved when I fell in love with my wife-to-be, Galia, and I thought it was interesting that she and my mother both agreed on this girl, the first one they'd both agreed on. And I already had a confirmation, but that was just a nice emphasis on the whole thing. So that was a wonderful experience to have that support. She was involved in encouraging me to come home from my mission about 6 weeks early, which I did. Mother was a beautiful opera singer. She lived long enough. I did come home. I get to see her and be with her, and she lived just long enough to sing at our wedding in September that year of 1954. Never sang again. Died just after Christmas that year. So by 22, I was without a father and a mother. I had a dear wife and her parents, a brother and a sister that just really were a big help to me through that period of my life. Colleen just was always there for us. She had us down to California on trips to Disneyland. She had me out to Indiana when Leland was going to Purdue University when I was about 15, and I detasseled corn. That meant you'd walk up and down the rows and pull the tassel out of the corn stalk. So you get a hybrid corn. You pull them out of this one, then they'd have to crossbreed from the one next to them. 50 cents an hour, long, hard days in the sun, but it was a good experience. That was out in Indiana, and I got to know fireflies out there. I started batting them, you know. They're real. They fly around, they look like a little light. Anyway, I had a lot of fond memories of things with Colleen. Interestingly enough, the day she died from a heart attack, she was getting ready to go on a mission with her husband. Solid member of the church, faithful and true to the very end. How I'm grateful that I had a sister and have a sister like her. I'm grateful that we're sealed together to our wonderful family. And I share this with you in a great compliment to my dear sister.